Hello and welcome to a Godot Quicktip video. These are videos where I share tips and tricks to hopefully make your own game creation a little easier. I'll be covering model exporting from Blender to Godot. It isn't always the quickest and hassle-free of tasks, but there are a multitude of workflows you can adopt to make the process almost frictionless. This topic can be rather lengthy, so I'll be tackling it in smaller pieces. Stay subscribed for future entries into 3D workflow tips. Also, make note this was recorded with Godot version 3.4 and Blender 2.91, so if you're viewing this with newer versions available, then this may need tweaking or be completely obsolete. With that out of the way, let's move on. One way of creating your models is to have one per file. Once done, you simply use the menus and export to your Godot project. Sometimes though, this is simply not feasible, as you want to just keep creating models within the same file but export them each as individual model files. Of course, you can use Blender's export selected option, but unless the model is at origin, you end up with being wherever it was made, and this is not particularly useful. You could manually set it back to the world origin, but beyond doing it for a handful of models, it is a complete waste of time. Instead, we can utilize Blender's Python API to batch export our models from within a single Blender file to our game project. In this file, there are many meshes, and they are all organized into different collections. Utilizing collections makes this process a breeze, as you can organize them into material groups, object types, or any other categorization. First up, define your export location. Do this however you like. I like to specify the project folder and then separate variables for the subfolders. Then you can assign your collection to a variable for easy access. Here is the meat of the script. This simply loops through each mesh within the collection, stores its existing position, moves it to origin, exports, then moves it back. Once that is defined, we simply call the function with the relevant arguments. Now when we check in Godot, all the models are there along with being at origin. This is done using GLTF format, but you can utilize other exporters in Blender if you so wish. You'll just need to check Blender's Python API for what function and arguments to use. Of course, this doesn't cover using exported models in Godot, assigning materials or anything else, but I'll be sure to cover this in a future video. So that's all for now. I hope this video was of use. If there's anything you have difficulty with in coding or making your games, drop it in the comments and I may well have a look. If you want some free games to play made using Godot, I've left a link in the description. Other than that, take care and hopefully see you next time.